The echo of what we were returns. Willow Bay was the kind of place that never changed, where summers were humid, the streets smelled of salt, and secrets were buried as easily as the waves erased footprints in the sand. Evelyn Monroe, 25, had already resigned herself to routine, opening her handcrafted furniture shop every morning, patiently sanding wood, tending to curious tourists, and returning home to care for her father, whose sadness had taken root since the death of his wife. What she didn't expect that summer was to see him again. Alvin Carter walked through the door of her shop as if 5 years hadn't passed, soaked from the rain, with the same messy hair and a sadder gaze than ever. "Got anything that can make me forget the last 5 years?" Evelyn blinked, as if her body remembered before her mind did. "Yes, but it's not for sale." He smiled. She wanted to hit him, or hug him, or both. The restart. The days that followed were a tide of emotions. Alvin soon came looking for her again. Coffee in hand, he invited her to walk along the pier, talk about old books, tell her he now worked for an architecture firm in Manhattan, but had come back for a family matter. He never said exactly what, and Evelyn never pressed. The reunion felt as natural as it was painful. There was something unspoken between them, like an undelivered letter, like a goodbye left unfinished. One night on the old cliff, he kissed her, and for a second, she believed the past didn't matter, until it started to matter. The warnings Henry, Evelyn's father, didn't take long to notice the change. "That Carter boy's going to break your heart," he told her one night over dinner. "Dad, it's not what you think. Your mother died waiting for an apology from that family. Do you think Alvin is any different from his father?" Evelyn stayed quiet. She remembered the rumors that Dr. Carter had covered up an accident years ago. A woman injured, money exchanged under the table. Her mother had worked at the hospital, and then quit, without explanation. But Evelyn didn't want to place the father's sins on the son's shoulders. Still, the doubt began to grow. The party, everything changed at Amanda's engagement party, Evelyn's sister. It was a modest beach event, with hanging lights, cheap wine, and live music. Alvin showed up uninvited, but Amanda didn't send him away. She'd always liked him. Evelyn was dancing with him under the stars when she heard a name. "Did you know Alvin was engaged in New York?" a guest said. "To someone named Rachel. They moved in together, but she lost a baby, and he left her." Evelyn felt the music stop. Alvin's laughter, inches from her ear, sounded hollow. "Is it true?" she asked, stepping back. Alvin stayed silent. He didn't try to deny it. "I didn't want you to find out like this." "Why did you really come back, Alvin?" He lowered his gaze. "Rachel came to find me a month ago. She's pregnant." "We didn't lose it this time. She asked me to come back." Evelyn stepped away as if pushed. "You came to say goodbye to me?" He didn't answer, and that was all the answer she needed. Open wounds. After the party, Evelyn fell into a deep silence. She stopped opening the shop. Her father watched without saying anything, but deep down seemed to confirm his warnings. One night, Henry walked into her room with an old box. Inside was a letter her mother had written before she died. Evelyn read it, trembling. "Dear Evelyn, if you ever doubt love, remember that love doesn't hurt. What hurts is silence, lies, betrayal. Don't repeat my mistakes. Don't hold on to someone who isn't willing." The final break, Evelyn folded the letter and placed it back inside the box, her hands trembling. She felt her mother's words like a lighthouse cutting through fog, guiding her toward a truth she had been refusing to face. The next morning, she opened the shop again. She dusted the counters, arranged the chairs, and let the smell of fresh wood fill the air. It felt like breathing for the first time in weeks. Alvin came by that afternoon, his expression hesitant. "Evelyn, can we talk?" She met his gaze, calm but firm. "There's nothing left to say, Alvin. You've already chosen where you want to be." He stepped closer. "I didn't choose her over you. You just couldn't stay," she finished for him. "And that's fine, but I'm done waiting for someone who isn't sure." He searched her face for a crack, a sign she might still let him in. But there was none. As he turned to leave, the bell above the door chimed one last time, the sound sharp and final. Evelyn watched him walk away, the outline of his figure shrinking against the sunlight. She felt the ache in her chest, but also the strange, steady warmth of freedom. That night, she walked to the old cliff alone. The waves roared below, the wind carrying the scent of salt and promise. For the first time in years, she let herself imagine a future that wasn't tied to him. And in that moment, she realized, some echoes fade, but the silence they leave can be the start of something new.